Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever updated my, you know what? Hang on, I'll be right back. Alrighty then, let's try that again. Sorry about that. I did not have my titles updated on the old podcast thingamabobble thing stuff that I was supposed to have set up. So I didn't do that. Well, anyway, thanks for joining me this evening. I don't know if you're actually joining me or not, but I'm going to go ahead and broadcast this live anyway for shits and giggles. Apparently, I'm not able to broadcast live on Facebook right now, so I will post this video up to Facebook later. They have restricted my account because they are uncool, in my opinion. It's not cool that they restricted me. I was making a joke and I got reported for it, and they repealed it. They said it was funny, funny enough, but I'm still automatically restricted and they can't undo it, so whatever. It's bullshit. Try not to cuss, but it is what it is. All right, so let's see. All right, so tomorrow is the Crafting a Prosperous Life. We're going to be, not that. Where's my thing at? I had a whole, here. All right, not that. Okay, so tomorrow is the Crafting a Prosperous Life class. And where's my, I don't have any pictures of that, of course. Here it is. All right, so this is the cool graphic I have for the Crafting a Prosperous Life class. I think it's pretty cool anyway. So yeah, okay, so Crafting a Prosperous Life is where we basically we create a sigil that represents something outlandish that we want to actually produce in our lives to create a good foundation for something amazing, so we can actually start to build really hard to build things, get all the resources we need and the time and all the stuff that we need for that kind of thing. We spend 2 weeks actually rising up through the spheres and releasing something into each of the spheres that is related to that day's stuff, and we do that during the waning moon. And then we descend in power, like on the Monday following that. We do one big ritual where we take all the things that we've released, all the obstacles and everything that's standing in the way of manifesting what we want. We go out and conjure all 7 of the spirits and then tell them what we do want it to manifest instead. So it's like a 2-week rite that is a major build up and then one big huge conjuration of the results that you want to manifest in your life. Yeah, this is the picture I have for that. I think it's kind of cool. Let's see. I'm going to show you. Not that. Let me pull up. I have to be careful what I put out on the internet these days. I wanted to talk about the. Here it is. All right. So if you want to actually take the course, here I go back to my homepage. All right. So. All right. So if you go to my webpage, this is. All right. This is the webpage that rufusopus.com. You can see up here on courses. To get to the Crafting a Prosperous Life thing. So the conjuring and crafting, I can never figure out whether I want to call it conjuring or crafting. We are crafting, we are building it, we're crafting a new life with this course, but we are doing it through Conjure Magic. So it's conjuring a prosperous life, but we're also crafting it with our tools as magicians to actually build our world that we want. So this is the Strawberry Moon edition. The full moon was the other day. The first dates that we're going to be going through this are, go to more information here. And more information, it has all the actual schedules here. So this gives you a good rundown of what the ritual looks like. Some caveats and what all you can get with it. The cool part, I think, is that in addition to just you get the script and you get the instructions on what to do, but I've also got 8 recorded hypnotherapy videos that take you through the process of getting initiated, or I'm sorry, not initiated. Take you through the actual release of the things that are standing in between you and the manifestation of your desires, and then also the actual ritual to materialize it, right? And basically, I hypnotize you. It's a big induction. You get into a trance state. You become the magus, right? I do the ritual as the magus on your behalf, and then you like go back to being yourself and return to full consciousness. I did a one-on-one session with somebody today that was very interesting. I haven't done that before, but yeah, I'll talk about that in just a minute. But yeah, so it's a very effective way to do magic by proxy. It turns out, you know, if you don't have the skill sets to do it yourself, becoming somebody who does for the duration of a hypnotherapy session, it doesn't take the place of doing the magic yourself. I don't think that it does. I don't think it's equivalent, but I think it is effective in different ways. It's not going to materialize in quite the same ways as if you've done it the right way, right? The traditional way, but nevertheless, it does manifest in other ways. It might not be as I don't know how to put it, but it might not be as the same effects that somebody would get who does the full conjuration. But I mean, if you're getting the end results that you're looking for, I don't think it really matters personally so much. All right, so the way we start, we're going to start on June 16th. Let me pull my calendar here. All right, so June 15th, we're going to do okay, I got to get all that stuff updated. June 15th is the kickoff. So tomorrow tomorrow Sunday at noon, we're going to do a big meeting where everybody's invited to join. We're going to do a review of what the whole process is, the overview, how to create a sigil. We're going to share any questions and answers, time period thing. Everybody who is signed up for the class or is currently a member of the existing class, I'm going to basically add everybody to the Facebook group. You will be getting a link to the Zoom thing in your email and a link to the group as well. So basically that's what I'm going to be doing this evening for the rest of the night while everybody else is sleeping and having a good time. But I don't mind doing that because I had a sound bath today. My lovely wife gave me a wonderful sound bath with a couple other people. It was she just played the bowls and did the harmonizing stuff, and I feel very, very calm and centered, and I'm going to be able to finish everything that I have to do tonight, and it's not going to be a problem. All right, so that's the Conjuring a Prosperous Life thing. Tomorrow at noon, we will do the kickoff. We'll go over how to do your sigil. Monday morning, we're going to start the rite. You put the sigil out and you do the ritual. And it's pretty simple. You just say, this is what I desire. And on Mondays, you conjure the spirits of the moon. You say, I release all of the powers of waxing and waning that stand between me and getting my desires. You know, anything that's negative that is keeping me from seeing the true path of materializing what I desire, I release that. Anything that's related to the moon that's standing between me and that. And then Wednesday you do Mercury, and then Friday you do Venus. And you do that all the way up for 2 weeks. And then after that you do you conjure all 7 of the spirits, and you ask them to materialize your intent, right? So that's the basic rundown, and yeah, the kickoff is tomorrow for that. So yeah, so go ahead and sign up tonight. Sign up tomorrow morning. If you're seeing this in the morning, tomorrow morning, you have until noon Pacific time to sign up for it. And honestly, you can sign up for it anytime if you're comfortable doing that. But Monday is going to be the day that we start the thing. But all the recordings will be available in the Facebook group if you do sign up late. Alrighty, so nobody has any chats. Okay, cool. All right, so that's basically the schedule. Here's the schedule. Anyway, if you, I should send out an email to all the people that filled that out. I always forget. So that's that part. All right, so what else is going on? Okay, what else am I doing here? Okay, so all right, so that was the Conjuring a Prosperous Life thing. And this is basically all the tools you need to conjure a prosperous life, by the way. This is the table of practice, the incense stick, my, you don't even need the 7 winds. But, I mean, that's the everything talisman in the back there. It's basically everything you need. Anyway. Ex-Hex, right. So, moving on, the Ex-Hex was a class that I put together, and it turns out that the class was very intimate. I mean, you brought up some very intimate details, and I have converted it to a one-on-one session thing for people. And I had my first client this morning. We did we did an intake yesterday, did the whole Saturn Mars rite this morning. Tomorrow morning is the solar rite, and then I'm not including the Venus rite as part of this anymore, because it turns out that the unfolding of the Saturn and Mars and the solar rite can take a couple weeks. It takes a while, and there's no reason to rush into anything. So I am going to be offering this to anybody who wants help cutting cords to their past and releasing themselves from the cycles of poor relationships that we keep repeating until we freaking learn our lessons. That's what this is all about. It's about getting rid of, and also for occultists who are cursed from your exes. You know, it's a good time to do a cutting of the cords and reversing of the reversals and returning everything back to the people that, you know, reclaiming stuff that got stolen from you. But primarily it's about healing the wounds, right? That's what the solar rite is for, and that's what the main rite is, to make you a whole and complete person capable of enjoying your life again with other people. Learning to trust again and all that. So that's what the Ex-Hex rites are. It's about getting rid of all your attachments to your exes. It's not about them as much as it is about you. And what's the other thing I got going here? Jupiter pot. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is actually kind of cool. Do I have any handy? All right, so hang on just a second. Hi, Pop. Alrighty. Okay, so on my lathe, I figured out how to make these little spirit pots that are a pretty cool little thing, right? And I think I've got a few videos out and about with those. And basically what they are is, this one I made for the Red Devil, for Adam Conjure's Red Devil spirit, and I engraved the picture from his website on it. It did not turn out as well as I wanted it to, but at the same time it kind of looks fucking badass, so I like it. And also it's got the 4 kings, the 4 kings on the bottom of the pot there. So what this ends up doing is it becomes, and you see the shape is sort of like, whoop. All of these Jupiter pots are roughly the same shape, and the idea behind what's going on with these things is going to be the same for all of them. So basically what it is, if the shape of it is like that, you know, like that, but they go in, and it's because it's taking what is above and it's bringing it down below. These are basically manifestation pots. They're designed to draw down the spiritual world and into this material world to manifest our desires. You write out your petition on a piece of paper, you put it inside the pot, put the lid on it, you conjure the spirits and you say, work on manifesting what's in here, right? You give them an offering of smoke and fire, a candle and an incense stick, and you put them to work on doing that. Now this picture shows the Jupiter pots, and they have the seal of Tzadkiel on it, and the seal in the middle here is let me see, where's my bolty at? Bolty. I've lost my, here it is. Okay. So yeah, so these seals here, we've got the symbol for Jupiter, the planet, right? And then you've got the seals for Tzadkiel here from the magical calendar of Tycho Brahe, and the seals of the I think it's the first Pentacle of Jupiter. Just so you know what I'm up to here. People don't always understand how I am, but I am how I am. All right, so shit. There you go. Okay, so yeah, back over here on. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, so the Talisman of Jupiter, the Pentacle of Jupiter that's on the spirit pot is the one that has the 4 names of them. Okay, yeah, it's the first. The first Pentacle of Jupiter is the one that has the names of the spirits. Especially, it is good for invoking the spirits of Jupiter, especially those whose are written around the Pentacle. Among them, Parisiel is the Lord and Master of Treasures. All right, so what we have is Natoniel, Devakia, Tzadikia, and Parisiel. And those are the names of the 4 spirits on there that are responsible, in my understanding of things, for materializing all of the Jupiterian ideas and forces in the material world. There's 1 talisman for each of these planets that has 4 spirit names on it. 2 of the spirits end in IAH, and 2 of the spirits end in IEL on each of these talismans. We know that IEL spirits are active spirits, and IAH spirits are passive spirits. If you think of the Jacob's Ladder imagery from the Old Testament, he saw the angels descending and the angels ascending to heaven. And basically, the angels that are descending from heaven are the ones coming down from the mind of God to manifest these ideas, and the ones ascending from earth to heaven are the ones carrying the prayers of the saints and the instructions of the magicians, if you will, up to the mind of God, so that it can be processed and returned, and so he can send down the spirits again. So, and it's basically like things come into being, they're experienced, and then that information is taken back up. That's what the whole thing is. Now, these pinnacles show, in a nutshell, all of those processes, right? You've got the IEL spirits and the IAH spirits of Jupiter. You've got 4 spirits manifesting and reporting on the manifestations of everything in Jupiter right here. And you get 1 of those for each of the planets, right? You've got 7 planets, the 7 qualities of which combine to create all of our experiences in the material world. And the seven planets are their forces are distributed into the material world through the powers of the 4 elemental kings, right? Amaman, Payman, Amen, and Edgen. And Edgen is my favorite. So, yeah, so that's basically what these are, is a little manifestation thing. These are little manifestation engines that are designed to materialize everything that you put into the pot in your petition, right? That has to do with Jupiter. And Jupiter is the greater benefic atom. Also, this is a thing that we're working on together. So our little collab has the Jupiter pot. Oops. A Venus pot, right? And this has Anael, the seals for Anael on it, and the seals for and it also has the seals for the intelligence and spirits of the planet as well. So like here's for Venus, this is from the Tables of the Planets in Agrippa. So it's basically taking 2 different systems, the Tables of the Planets and the intelligence and the angels from Tycho Brahe and the Key of Solomon. So you've got the Key of Solomon, the magical calendar, and Agrippa's tables of the planets. You've got all these things that represent the intellectual forces, the archangelic forces, the intellectual world, and the spirits that represent the material world. So on the tables of the planets, here we have the seal for the intelligence of the planet, and the seal for the spirit of the planet. And in the tables, the way that system works, the intelligence tells the spirit what to do. The spirit is like the brute force of the planet in the material world. The intelligence is like the intellectual ideal aspects of the planet in the celestial world. And together they become the force of that planet. You know, by your powers combined, they are Captain Planet Venus or Mars or whatever, right? So that's the theory of all those things. But putting them together, I found, has been incredibly effective. So like you can just like drop your little petition in here, light your candle and your incense, and let it simmer. And you know, you say your statement of intent, tell it what you want to do, read your petition out loud to the spirits, set it in there, and then walk away and come back in 2 weeks. And if it hasn't worked, then you do it again. You know, if it's not working as fast as you want, you do it every week. You can anoint it with liquor. You can put little liquor on your petition and drop it in there, and the fumes take the essence of your ideas up into the spirits, and it has to filter through these seals, right? And it's going to be grounded every time. Those 4 kings, right? That are going to help materialize this stuff. It's based in reality. You know, it's based in the real world. So anyway, these are all available at Adam Conjur's site, which is devilsconjure.com. Let me share that too. I don't have a link to his stuff handy, but it's here. It's devilsconjure.com. Oh, it's a cart. Gee, how did I get there? It's almost like I bought some stuff from him recently or something. What is this? I don't want to subscribe. Okay. So anyway, this is Devil's Conjure. It's a great site for all the stuff. Like all the planetary oils I use are from there. I've got, you know, one for every planet here, and I basically take the oils and I mix it with the finishing stuff when I finish those pots, so that it's actually imbued with the oils that he made for each of the planets as well. And then he does a consecration on them, and he's got some instructions on how to use it that he's sending out with it, and he's providing the herbal blends and the other appropriate oils and whatnot, or I'm not sure what else. I'm just going with it. But anyway, it's a great deal, and highly recommend you purchasing that stuff. devilsconjure.com. Yes, devilsconjure.com. Anyway, and the other one was this Solomonic pot. So the Solomonic one, it's not for, so we've got one that's just for Jupiter and one that's just for Venus, because in my opinion, people need to get paid and they need to get laid, and that would make everybody happier. So I focus on those things. Now, once you've gotten yourself set up financially and you've got a good thing going, you don't have to worry about your bills too much, and you've got steady emotional and sexual satisfaction coming into your life, you're not going to be driven by the amygdala in your brain. You're not going to be driven by the need to survive and to pass on your genes to the next generation. So you've met your biological imperative at this point. Now you get to be a creative artist, right? And how do you spend all of this attention that you have freed up? You're going to spend it on creating your world as you see fit. And that's what this one is for. It's got the around the edges, it's got the 10 names of the archangels and the spheres, everything from the Key of Solomon. Here, I'll just pull it up. Okay, so here, turn this off again. So this is Esoteric Archives, by the way. This is Joe Peterson's site. It is the best site in the world for all things occult. It is far superior to everybody else. And if you ever want to learn all the stuff I talk about, everything is out here for free. I've gone through it. I make it easier to understand, I like to think. Some days better than others. But the idea is that it's anyway, it's only worth paying me for this stuff because I think I add some value. I'm not sure if I do or not, but honestly, everybody can figure this stuff out on your own, and you're going to be a much better magician if you just read it and try it and see how it works yourself. Chances are you'll be fine. All right. So anyway, the Goetia is where this is at. So around the edge of the spirit pot, we have the names from the magical circle. I think I passed it. Yeah, here it is. All right. So here's the magical circle from the Lemegeton, and around the edges here we have the names of the 10 spheres, and it's basically over here in the side. You can't really see it on my little cropped thing here, but this is the scale of the number 10 from Agrippa's scale of the number 10, right? Which is basically it shows all the different spheres, the name of the sphere, the name of the archangel, the name of a god that's associated with it. All those things are written around here in a spiral going from the outside in towards the magician, right? And then in the middle here you've got all this stuff for where the person sits. So what I've done is I've taken that as a representation of the chain of manifestation that I think it's intended to be. Everything starts in the mind of God and then descends through the powers, receiving a conglomeration of different features, or I'm sorry, it acquires the, not parameters, I can't think of the word. The essence of the planet, it coalesces around it, like the qualities of the planets. Fuck's sake. Yeah, so it acquires the qualities of the planets as it descends through. So like in the sphere of the prime mover, you know, it's just an idea. It's a perfect idea. It's a holy idea. It's a really great idea. Totally great idea. And then because he's a demiurge, he has a Trump voice these days. So anyway, in the mind of the god, he has got a great idea, and then he sends it out to receive the qualities of each of the 7 planets. And then it gets turned over into the material world through the 4 kings, right? So that's basically, this is another manifestation process. So that's basically what these are then. These are also the same thing. It's going around the edges. You've got the damn it. Why can't I never find what I'm looking for? Okay, all right. So so you've got the names of the things around the edge spiraling in, and then you've got the 4 kings in the middle representing the materialization of the idea, right? So this comes with looks like the Solomonic oil and the King Solomon oil and the King Solomon incense, right? So again, it's you anoint the things that you want to have manifest in it, and then you drop it in there, and then you make it happen. And you can see here that the shape of it is very much I hate when I'm in knucklehead mode. I saw a notification, but didn't get to catch from the. That's okay. I mean, catch up later. You can rewatch it. I ramble on. Also, I'm going to be tomorrow at 4. I'll be on tomorrow at 12. The only thing you missed so far really was that the Conjuration / crafting and prosperous life is kicking off tomorrow at 12. If you want to sign up for it, you just go to my site. I think I actually saw that part. It showed that part. Anyway, go to the crafting of prosperous life thing, and you can sign up for it there. It's under courses, advanced applications, and crafting a prosperous life with planetary magic. Sign up there for it, and now you've caught up on everything you missed. Okay, so and these spirit pots are available at devilsconjure.com, and Ex-Hex is a service I'm offering one-on-one. I think that's about it. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to talk about is the the fun part. There it is. 4th Pentacle of Jupiter. Okay, so the 4th Pentacle of Jupiter, where the 10th, the Jupiter entered into Cancer, which is the requirement to be able to create these talismans. I've seen a few places are already starting to sell them for amazing prices. It's simply amazing. If you are interested in this, you should make your own one, in my opinion. You just need something in silver, and you have to engrave it in a planetary hour of Jupiter on a planetary day of Jupiter. So Thursday at dawn is always a planetary hour. You can go out at dawn on a Thursday and engrave in silver that seal. And that seal, you can take a screenshot right now. This is the one I created, so I know for sure it's got it's not copyrighted by anybody but me. It's based on Sarah Mastros's information in her excellent book on the Key of Solomon, the Talismans, the Key of Solomon. This book. Great. So I use that book to create that talisman, and you can use it however you want. You just need to put it on anything that's silver in Jupiter hour on a Thursday, and that meets the requirements of the grimoire. So if you want to purchase that, I'm selling it myself. I've got pre-orders available. Well, that's my blog. I'm not doing anything on my blog there. Shop. Go to the shop. All right, so here's the shop, and then if you go to what happened to my online courses thing? I thought I had that fixed. Talismans. Is it Talismans? What am I looking at? Oh yes, here it is. Haha. So it's still on sale. So these are going to be $225 each after June 30th. So if you buy them between now and June 30th, you can get them for $175. These are going to be, you can get them as either a necklace pendant or as a pocket talisman, or a sterling silver signet ring. I just got one in. Somebody has asked me to do this for them, so they sent me a link to the signet ring that they wanted it engraved in. It comes from Jared. This is what it looks like. This is a size 6. It hasn't been engraved yet because it arrived after Thursday. So, but it's small. It's not very. But the ring is a very affordable price to start with. It's $925 silver. It's sterling silver, so it's affordable. But that plus the engraving time and everything is going to be the same as if you get one of the talismans. So, and the talismans that I make are pure silver, 999 pure silver, forged and cast and all that stuff with all the cool stuff. So maybe I can show some pictures of that. So yeah, so $175 is that for the pre-order, and I will I basically do the whole thing with it. So yeah, so that's that. Where did I put my, let's see. Okay, so all right, so if you haven't seen it yet, out on my YouTube, let me go over to my YouTube channel here. Okay, YouTube and my channel. All right, so put this back up. All right, so here's my channel. Okay, so here's my channel. I love this. I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. The Foraging the Fourth Pinnacle of Jupiter Part 2 Heat Beaten Engrave. Okay, so here's the 2 videos that I just posted. The Foraging the Pinnacle of Jupiter and Foraging the Fourth Pinnacle of Jupiter Part 2. These will show you basically what all goes into it, and I'm pretty happy with it. I would suggest that you actually hit the playback speed at about time and a half. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and just show this because it shows sort of the whole process. All right, so this is the stuff that I start with, right? And it's just you've got the tongs here. I've got a little mold that I pour the silver into. This up here is my forge. There's the little gas thing that gets connected to the gas thing, and inside there is the little crucible thing, but we'll get to that. All right, so anyway, that's my stuff. And let's see, so there's me. Haha, coughing. That might be the pot. All right, so all right, so the video goes into a lot more detail, and I can hear it when I'm playing it here, so I'm going to try not to play it because it's super annoying. All right, so yeah, basically what I do is I here you can see the thing. Oh, shit. There, yeah. All right. So there's the crucible, and it goes there in that little thing, right? So over here, this is this little stack of discs. These are all the silver discs that I fucked up over the years since I got my laser, and all of those things are going to be going into the crucible. Not this time, because this is I'm actually doing for this video. I was doing the pure silver for the Jupiter talismans. This is not; these are not pure silver. These are like 925, and so. Anyway, that's going to be for a different project at a different time. But anyway, the forge itself, I got it on Amazon. It's super cheap. It's not too hard to do. Mystic says, I've not had any luck finding anything silver at Goodwill. Maybe something at Hobby Lobby. Just thought maybe. If not Goodwill, I don't know where else to go, but all the thrift stores. I have a lot of really good luck at Goodwill, though. There's like a whole aisle usually that has silver or silver plate. It doesn't have to be pure silver. It could be a silver plate. A lot of the stuff that you see there is like these giant bowls and stuff. And, you know, it's too big to do anything with, but you just cut it out. You get a pair of 10 snips and tear that bitch up. It's not sacred. It's just metal, right? You know, and you can use it how you want to, and then you can get you know, 10 or 15 talismans out of it. Just you're the maker, so you just got to be willing to rip all that crap up and don't be afraid of it. And, you know, you're the boss. Also at Goodwill, I found a Dremel tool. Dremel tools are great for cutting through the metal and cutting it down to size and everything, and doing the engraving. So highly recommend. All right. So this forge, again, that was on Amazon. I think it was like $100 or something like that, maybe less than that. But it's straightforward. You hook it up to the to your propane tank. Like I use the Blue Rhino tank there. You can see it's just regular gas. Set it up. Fill up your stuff. Here I am almost blowing myself up. Let's see, where's the part where I actually get it lit? Yeah. So let's see. Oh shoot. Wait. No, what happened? Oh crap. Did I hit something? I hit something. How do I get back? There, okay. All right, so I'm a little surprised that it started, then I turned it off by accident, and then it goes, poof. All right, I gotta go back to this, because this I think is kind of funny. Any second. No. Okay, this is almost there. Sorry, this is too precious for words. Okay, so it wasn't lit, and then I go in and I'm like, any second. Oof. So that little burst of flame, you couldn't see it there, but what? Anyway, it about made me cry quite a bit in the moment. I guess you can't see it after all, huh? Anyway, moving on, putting it back up to regular speed. So, yeah, this. But you just put the silver in and melt it all down and let it melt. So it basically sits there and melt. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. So, yeah. So as it's going along, I bought this thermal camera a while ago. I didn't know if I'd ever be able to use it the way I wanted to, but actually I'm still not using it the way I wanted to. But this actually shows like the heat of the thing. So you can see here, you know, this is actually running. You can kind of see the flames here a little bit going up and down, but when you look at it from the from the thermal camera, you can really see that this towering inferno is just like all over the place, just like whoa. So anyway, I thought that was neat. So then let's see, you just let it melt. Once it's melted, you have to it doesn't take long to melt, by the way. It takes like 20 minutes, half hour. What I did was I put down my little molds here. So you can see the mold is going down here on the bottom. It's got different sized discs. The smallest one is a half ounce sized. Basically, you pour anything in it, it's going to be about a half an ounce. It's never going to be the same every time. It's plus or minus. And you can see here I'm heating up the molds with the MAP gas torch. You want those to be dry for one thing. If there's any moisture on it, it's not good. It bubbles up and it leaves a little crap in your stuff. But you also want it to be as close to the temperature of this thing as possible. So you just heat those up with the MAP gas. And let's see, I opened it up and grabbed with the tongs my wonderful. This is all still in slow motion. So. Yep, so you just reach in, grab it, and then pour it into your little molds. I wanted to get like a close-up of it, but it doesn't do close-ups very well. So I was able to get two tabs. I had a disc that was a whole ounce, but it was ugly, and I need half-ounce discs for the Jupiter thing, so I melted it down. And I was able to get almost 2.5 discs out of it because it was a lot more than an ounce in real life. But you can see here it had already solidified. You only have a short window of time to make the pores. But as you can see, I was able to get 2 of the tabs out of that. And then, let's see. Where's my next video? All right. And here's part 2. Okay. So then after I had the tabs, oh, you know what? In between pouring the tabs and this video, there was I wanted to show, not that one. This. Oh, shoot. All right. This. So this is actually after the tabs are done. This is the video. I didn't put this in the YouTube stuff for one reason or another. It just didn't. I forgot to put it in there, and it's kind of boring because it took forever for me to melt to heat it up there. But you can see that I've taken the little tabs that I cast in the previous video and just starting to pound it out and make the little disc shape out of it. Right. So. Yeah, so you pour the tabs, and then you heat the discs, and then you make them into little tabs, and then after that, pick up over here. This is the next part, you know, where after that disc is there, you just go through and heat, beat, and repeat, right? And so I pounded it out from that little tab into a big disc, and at the end of it, it was approximately, let's see, all right, so you can see it got much bigger. If you want to watch the whole video, it's out there. It's kind of boring, but whatever. And then you can see that I had to measure it to see if it was, how big it is, so I can do the engraving on it. These are my fancy ass calipers. And it turns out to be 28 by 30. 28 by 30. Not quite round. All of these are going to be a little bit off. They're not going to be perfect because they are hand beaten. You know, they're not going to be awesome. I think they're awesome, but they're not going to be like perfect circles by any means. And I prefer things to be a little bit rugged, a little bit primitive. I think it shows the effort that goes into this stuff. So I like it. And then after that, I did the actual engraving, and my settings for the engravings are not quite right yet. This is all kind of proof of concept. This particular test run, it wasn't even done in the proper hours, so don't think I'm selling this. This was 100% just trying to figure out how my process works and whether or not it's going to be effective. Here you can see the video. It's got the lasers actually starting to engrave. Let's see, which one is this? This is the Key of Solomon Pinnacle getting engraved. It was after I'd already done the fourth Pentacle of Jupiter on the other side. This is the one that is the... oh, wait, there it is. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Okay. This is the fourth Pinnacle of Jupiter. And the settings I had on this were not great. It turned out to be a little too light and not a very dark line. So you can change the settings on the laser so it leaves a blacker line or a whiter line. This is just basically, it's cutting deep, but it's oxidizing it at a rate that leaves the color white. If you buy my talismans and they come in the mail nice and black, chances are over time they're going to rub off. It's because the black line is oxidation, and the oxidation fades. It's not permanent, right? So where did I learn all this stuff? Hi Agatha, how's it going? Let's see. So Agatha was giving me shit for not being prominent enough on the internet, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. she had a rightful commentary about me not being present on some stuff I was trying to get done. But this is what I was doing, Agatha. This is why I've been busy. Anyway, everything is busy. And it's not just ADD. It's not. It's ADD and magic. So anyway, this is the engraving of the thing, the fourth Pinnacle of Jupiter, and it turned out pretty okay, you know. I think I have it in my pocket right now. Well, maybe. What's that in your pocket? Is that a Jupiter talisman? Are you just happy to see me? Aha, yes. Okay, so yeah, this is what you can kind of see it. You're not gonna be able to see it. But this is what it turned out like. It's not very yeah. So anyway, not my favorite. Not my favorite outcome yet. So the other side though was great, right? Same settings, and you get like one set of outcome on one side and completely different on the other. You never know what you're gonna get. But yeah. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is, and it's kind of fun to make it work. Yes. So where did I learn all this stuff? I learned it by just fucking trying it. Watching videos on YouTube and hurting myself quite a bit. So like I've got a finger that I cut in the bandsaw, and I've got just from this particular video that you're not seeing here, I've got blisters from the second degree burn where I just heated up the stupid disc, and then I picked it up like a genius with these very fingers, and second degree burns. Pow. Whatever. Anyway, it's a lot of fun to do this stuff. You can't worry about everybody dies. You know, that's what the Republicans said. Everybody's going to die, right? And you know, they're right. They're right. We're all going to die sooner or later. And there's no point in worrying about not having fun. So if I make it out with all 10 fingers, God bless me. So anyway, that's basically the talismans. If you want the if it was a wearable one, I would try to find the point where it would hang down from the best, and then I'd drill a hole in the top before I engraved the thing. And you can change the sizes of these little circle things to engrave it however big you want. It can be very fine detailed, so like it's going to be, you'll still be able to read it on. Yeah, all right. So you'll still be able to read it on this, even though you can see it's 20, this is actually like 26 millimeters wide here, and this one is only going to be about 12, maybe 10, but you'll still be able to see it because it's all laser. So all right, yeah, I just kind of make it up as I go along. So That's it. That's all I got for tonight. I wanted to show everybody. I wanted to show off all the cool stuff I've been doing, because it's I do a lot of fun stuff, and I feel like I'm always talking about Zeus and magic, and how you use magic to save your life and turning this stuff around. And what you don't see is how I spend my joy, right? How I'm actually enjoying my life, doing all this stuff, and it's fucking fabulous. I love the life I have, that I've built with magic. That's why I try to share all this stuff. I'm watching what's going on in the world today with the assassinations and the political upheavals, and I frustrated as you can only imagine how frustrated I am. I'm trying to create a beautiful world where we have people building beautiful worlds for themselves. We're all empowered and efficient in our ways, and where we're at when we start the great work versus where I am right now. And I'm not done by any means. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying anything great about myself. I've done a lot of fucking work though, and I am more powerful and more efficient and generating my desires and making things manifest, and I love it. It's great. I still have problems. I still get mad at my mom. My mom texts me, "Are the kids safe? I heard that there was a shooter in Minnesota." I said, "Yeah, because you voted for Trump." I do not let that slide. I do not let it go. I'm like, this is what you support, Mom. Republicans are killing Democrats, and they're making your grandkids are unsafe in the city where they live, because you support people who are killing people who don't agree with them. The people you voted for are killing my people, including your grandkids' people. That's what you voted for, Mom. And she doesn't get it. She's like, "Are you sure they're really a Republican?" She's already got... Anyway, point is, I still get upset with people, and I see that no matter what I say to some people, it's not going to change the world. The only thing I can do to make the world better is give people the tools to change themselves and have a better life for themselves, like I do. And it's great. I love my life. I get to do all these cool things. I couldn't afford a freaking laser 3 years ago. I couldn't afford it. I didn't have the room for it. I couldn't afford a lathe to do these things. I didn't even know how to do a lathe. I saw a video. I was like, "Hey, that looks cool. I bet I could do that." And I went to Harbor Freight and I got a cheap one. And it turns out I can do that. And it's just for fun. And I trust myself because I've learned to with the results of the magic. Honestly, it's the occult transformations that I've accomplished through the great work, and that's why I give the stuff away. That's why I sell the stuff that I sell, and why I teach the stuff that I teach. All this stuff is great and useful tools, but it's to make a better world, right? The world you create for yourself is going to be one that I enjoy better, because you're going to be happy. You're not going to be a miserable asshole making things worse for me. Inadvertently, because you're making things better for yourself. You're going to make it better for yourself and everybody else, right? So that's my secret plot to save the world, is to make people happy. Anyway, so that's it. Remember to like the video. Yes, everybody, like the videos, share the videos, let everybody know that everything is cool that I do, because that way I can keep doing it. All right, thanks a lot, everybody.